Ladies, are you tired of your hair breaking off and getting bad relaxers and your hair just won't grow? Well, listen up, because it's time for Cathy's Black Hair Truth Tip to expose the hair grease myths. For decades, African Americans have applied grease to their scalp and their hair because that's what we were taught. We never questioned it. We thought it was a benefit to us and our scalp. So my question to you is, hair grease really beneficial for black hair? Before we can answer that question, we must first examine what hair grease really is. Hair grease has been part of black hair care regimens for centuries. During slavery times, lard and bacon fat was used to oil the hair and the scalp. Because back then, there were no so-called black hair products. So they used just about anything that would make dry hair more manageable and easier to comb. Those grease products also had another purpose. They acted as a moisture barrier to keep pressed hair straighter longer. The main ingredient in hair grease today is not pork byproducts, but is mineral oil and or petroleum. But don't get me wrong, mineral oil and petroleum oil both have very practical uses today. One of the best applications is in your car's engine. Without petroleum oil in the engine, friction generated by the moving parts would cause so much heat that the engine parts would melt and fuse together. So petroleum and mineral oil are beneficial for your car's engine, but are there benefits to using it for black hair? Let's look at it another way. When you touch your hair with your hands after using grease products, are your hands greasy? Of course they are. But why is this? It is because hair grease lays on the surface of the hair, coating it. When you put grease products on your hair and scalp, you are essentially laying liquid saran wrap on your hair and scalp, locking moisture out. Not exactly what you want to do when dry hair really needs moisture. Grease is a lubricant that prevents moisture from getting into the hair. The use of grease products in our culture is the reason you see so many black women and black girls walking around with broken off hair. Very often I am told that if you don't put oil on your scalp, it becomes itchy and flaky. When your scalp is itchy and flaky, this could be caused by a number of non-medical reasons. The three issues I have found are, number one, you are waiting too long to wash your hair. The age-old norm of washing black hair every 2 weeks is inappropriate. Think about how your body would respond, not to mention smell, if you waited 2 weeks to bathe. The longest you should go without washing your hair is once a week. Number two, the oil products you put on your scalp actually block the scalp's natural oils by clogging the pores. The scalp does not need your help. Around every tiny hair follicle on your scalp is a little gland that produces its own oil. The scalp oiling procedure is what causes the scalp to flake. Number three, the shampoo you are using could be causing you to itch. If your shampoo contains sodium laureth, sodium lauryl sulfate, and its cousins, this could be the culprit. These ingredients are known irritants to the skin. Change your shampoo to one that is sulfate-free to eliminate flaking and itching. Finally, get rid of your hair grease products. When you use hair grease, you actually lock moisture out. Not exactly what you're trying to do when dry hair needs moisture. So the answer to the question, do we need hair grease? The answer is no. If you want to add a little shine to your hair, use hair polish. It is a much better non-greasy alternative to hair grease, and it still allows your hair to receive moisture. Hair grease is one of the causes of our short hair problems. It is not a cure. So toss your hair grease in the trash if you really want beautiful, healthy hair. This has been Cathy Howse with another Black Hair Truth Tip for you from ultrablackhair.com.